Hello again, my friends. It's finally happened. Harvest. Yes. But don't be deceived. Looks a good field. It's full of little aluminium snots. I'll show you them when I get back home. But I'm sure there's good things to be found in here. I did have a little recce on it about 3 years ago. Produced a couple of coins up there. And the rest of the fields around, they've been productive, so let's get stuck in.
Percy is a custard crusader, out on the fields of the Shires. He is like a Viking invader, scouring the land to his desire. With Barney by his side, he scours a land of plenty. To discover he will find, his hair is almost trendy. The Custard Crusader, oh, oh, the Custard Crusader, oh, oh.
Well, after doing a full strip of the field, end to end, I started on my return journey. And we've got a bit of modern tat back off a Casio wristwatch, I think. There is hope. It's slightly more historic than a digital watch back. We've got a livery button, but I can't make out what that design is at all. I wonder if that's maybe a tower? What do you think? Oh yes, indeed. That's a whole lot more like it. We're on to the pre-decimal coins. Very, very worn. Queen Victoria, young head. It's a halfpenny. We just about got the date on there. 1844, 54 maybe. Cool. It's good to know that we're on the pre-des. Back-to-back coins. That can't be bad. Apart from this coin, couldn't be worse. It is absolutely spanked. Not the slightest bit of detail on that at all. But the colour of it, the metallic composition, Georgian, George II, George III, a little bit more age than the Victoria. Where's the silver? Interesting. That's knocked things back another 100 years or so from the Georgian period. Got a fragment of spectacle buckle there. That's early post-medieval, so 1600s. Nice. Coin number 3, metalheads. But unfortunately, it's another wanky blanky. Absolutely no detail on either side. But that darker green colour puts that into sort of Victorian era. There's plenty of coins up here, you just have to walk over them. A little bit of horse tack this time. Little copper alloy ring off a bridle. On it yet again. Start of a new row. And another coin. George V, that's in pretty good order. That hasn't seen much circulation. We just flip it over for the date. There we go, 1936. Last year of issue, I do believe. Cool. That's in really good condition. We've got a decorative piece here that's somewhat interesting. It's fairly light, but I think it is copper alloy of some sort. Some kind of, sit still, some kind of decorative plaque off a piece of fine furniture maybe. Don't know. I'm drawing towards the end of my sort of 4.5 hour session. It's such a massive field, it's taking me an hour to get to the other side and an hour back again. Almost back at the gate, and coin number 5. Took me a while of rubbing it to see exactly what it was. It's a decimal 1 new penny. Boring. Oh yes, yes, yes indeedy. That is why I go metal detecting. It's very worn, but it's a hammered coin. I've squirted it over with water. Can't see much on it. There is a longish looking thin cross on it. I think it's a Tudor cross, and that the Tudor shield that it sits within is worn out. The obverse really badly scuffed, not much detail on there, but I'm over the moon. I'm overjoyed. Hammered! Don't know what on earth that is. Is it one of them dangerous don't fuck around with me bullets? Black chip, or is it just a bit of broken machinery? Shall I bash it with my spade and find out? A little buckle, look. I like that a lot, and I think that there might be some real age to that. Could that possibly go back as far as the medieval? Don't recognise the shape and style of it, but it's just got a feel of real age to it. Well, my friends, that really does it for me. I've had enough. That's 3 little mini sessions up here, 2.5, 3 hours a session. It takes a good hour to get to the far end of the field and an hour back again. So a couple of rows in this heat, digging those snots, ain't fun. But I've had an hammered coin out of here, so I'm happy. Right, let's get back home, get the fines board out and do a bit of a roundup. Hey! I'm sure some of you are wondering what I mean by snot that I'm digging out of this field. This is 8 rows. Look at this horrible little metallic snot. But I've got to dig them. So many different sizes. They give a right spread of numbers. These have got to come out. The fines board is out, metalheads, and there's a lot more on it than I can remember digging. Start at the top, eh? Only a few buttons. Very quiet for buttons. Maybe it shows lack of activity in there. Then we've got a bit of a pewter spoon handle, piece of spectacle buckle, a horse ring, that decorative plaque type thing, the back of the Casio watch. And I didn't show these when I dug them in the field. Munitions, little .22 caliber shell, and then black tip bullet. I think that's armour piercing, so quite why that's in the middle of a field, I don't know. Then we've got the rubbed out, worn out coins. Nothing too special there. 2 George V pennies. One to the right is in very good condition. And then on to my 2 favourites of this hunt. The little tiny buckle. There's all sorts of shaping to that. Yeah, I think that's quite old. And of course the hammered coin. Tudor, or possibly Stuart, but just not enough information left on it to get a proper identification. There are a few visible letters on top of it, and I think when I was rubbing it, there's the possibility just above my finger. Is that letter Z? E-L-I-Z. I think it's an Elizabeth I. I really do. I'm going to plumb for that. Well, in my mind, definitely worth working through all those snots, especially if you turn up a hammered coin at the end of it all, eh? Right, see you on the next one. Bye bye.